Hello everybody, this is JHancho, finally bringing you another game of StarCraft 2. It has been a while. The last couple weeks have been wrought with hardware issues, inexplicable frame rate drops, and the like, but I am back playing as the Red Protoss on the bottom of Desert Oasis, making every hotkey my Nexus just so I can remember to make probes. Rather than a sticky note that Day 9 advocates, I just make it very, very visible. That doesn't mean that I won't make other things, hotkeys along the way. I'm sure I won't, but my opponent is going to be lifting off to gold. He is the blue Terran, named piggieXone. I was playing in Platinum League at the time. I'm sure he is, or was, since the beta is down now, somewhere in that area. But he is going to be mining in gold. As you can see, my income is dwarfing his, but yet since I have 4 more harvesters than him, it's not surprising, but he is soon to catch up. Just with 6 harvesters, he already is only 100 behind. But I continue to make probes, and I am starting my eventual gateway. Yes, indeed, I am getting gateway before he even has... He's getting a barracks at 7. Interesting. With the mineral boost, I guess it makes sense, but I can't advocate it. He's getting a refinery as well, so might we be seeing some sort of early Reaper or Marauder push? Time will tell, my friends. Time will tell. I'm also getting mine, but mind you, I have not only more supply, in fact, I'm almost doubling him in harvesters, and I'm sure there's going to be more on the way. Oh my god, I'm not making a probe. I'm not making a probe. There we are. I'm making a probe. Wonderful, wonderful. Meanwhile, my opponent is not. In fact, he is not even supply capped. He's got more than enough to make it, and he only has... He's making a Marine instead of an SCV. Even though he's on gold, I think this is a foolhardy mistake, and maybe that will cascade. And, yes, a Cyber Core, because he was Terran, and I'm afraid of Reapers. I hate Reapers, except when I'm using them, because they're very strong units. I was playing a custom game with one of my friends, and I got about a force of 8 or 9 of them out of 3 tech-labbed barracks as I was pumping Marines and stuff. And let me tell you, those take down pylons and probes en masse so fast, especially if you don't focus fire. They're incredible. Stalkers, I even got the upgrade. Stalkers are incredible against them. So 2 barracks getting a reactor. It looks like he's going to be doing an early Marine push. Let's see how he fares. Mind you, I am worried that my attack might be too strong, so I thought that guy was stuck. Doesn't it look like he'd be stuck? I mean, really. Maybe a Stalker will get stuck there or something. But more pylons, more gateways, nothing too out of the ordinary, although I have literally doubled him in harvesters. In production, we have a bunch of crap for me, all buildings, and a probe. For him, more Marines, the reactor's still building, and he started his quest for supply depots. But more Marines, gonna get 2, 3 more, and he's gonna continue to pump them out of his gold lifted off expansion. Now, you're wondering, why haven't I scouted? I wondered the same thing the entire game after I realized what he did. At this point, I'm still blind. As you can see, I have no idea that a force to be reckoned with, a wonderful force of 7 Marines, is that? Yes, 7 Marines is coming my way, and I only have 2 Stalkers and a Zealot. Now, miraculously, here's where I decide to scout. And this confuses the heck out of me. So he's here. I don't know why he's looking for here. He may be looking for a bunker or something. But somehow he misses this. But he does see it. My Stalkers are able to do some terrible, terrible damage. Oh, I'm sorry. I had to say it. So he goes outside the ramp up here. I got another Stalker out in time. Another Stalker out here. Maybe I'll find him. I did find him. And down go the Marines. This Zealot absorbing the hits and going to be going down. The hero probe here sacrificing himself to get rid of the Marine threat. Meanwhile, my probe is wondering why there is a barracks with a reactor here. Didn't see this one go down, but I sure noticed it, and I laughed, because who in their right mind would put a barracks out in the middle of nowhere? So I figured out that he went to gold, and I'm responding appropriately by getting a bunch of Stalkers. Why Stalkers? Because they're really good against everything but Marauders. I mean, Zealots tear both Marines and Marauders apart, but if they can't get there, then they're pretty much useless. Another force coming out, and piggieXone missing the LOL keys, and maybe he's missing his SCV hotkey, because in fact he only has 13 to my 23 probes, and he already killed two of my probes actually. So I'm continuing to make them. That whole spiel about getting more and more of these guys really pays off. A force of 6 stalkers going out, not going to probably do too well against this amount of Marines. One Marine going down real quick, a couple more Marines, and they're just going to continue to pick off these one by one. They're actually focus firing, smart idea. I decided to do the same, and I noticed that there's one here, I think, and I get to kill him before I die. Now he's thinking he's in good shape, but unfortunately for him, I have just started another round of stalkers. And I have just started chrono boosting that additional round of stalkers. Now he has his gold, I want my gold. And I'm going to be observing everything he does. This force of Marines should be able to get pushed back pretty easily. He does learn from his mistake though, and goes the wide way around this ramp, so he can get a good shot on my stalkers. In fact, they don't even know it's going to hit them. But I have 4 gates pumping out more stalkers just in the nick of time. This is a very Zerg-like response, getting the defense I need right at the right time. But meanwhile, he is making more and more out of 3 barracks. In fact, I see everything he's doing, and he decides to pull out with these 4 Marines, deciding they're not going to do anything. 2 tech lab barracks, 1 gas, not teching up at all. I should have this game won in an instant. Unfortunately, it doesn't end as well as I'd hoped. Now, there's the stalker. He can't get out because this barracks, or this gateway, finally decided to get him. Warp gate being done for a while, not going to be doing much. Oh, hey, I remembered about it. So I still haven't hotkeyed anything else. I stopped building probes for the moment, but I am getting a hero immortal. Typically, he's not good against this amount of Marines. Hell, he's not good against this number of Marines, but when backed up, he can do a lot of damage. So he's finally building a factory over here in the corner, and in the other side, on the west side here, I got a nexus going up of my own. Now, as soon as I get enough money for a pylon, I'll probably put one there, just because it is worth it to warp in units over there, should he find this. But he has continued just to build and build and build. Research Stim doesn't have concussion shells yet, but I'm sure he's going to get it. More pylons going up. I love pylons. Actually, I hate making them because I have to make so many of them. But this Immortal is going to chill out with these Zealots while the Stalkers be all emo in their little group here. Observer wandering around. Orbital Command finally kicking in. Actually, probably got it a while ago, but I just didn't notice it. Income-wise, he is ahead. Oof. But then again, he's only now on